welcome to another episode. This time we're back at a pretty familiar place, I think. We are just underneath the copper converter, and we are at the place of our old tree farm. And as you can see, I have done a little bit of a change here since last time. I have just covered everything on the same level here in dirt. We still have everything underneath here. I just lit up everything so it doesn't spawn mobs. But I removed water because I hadn't decided on where to put the dirt floor before I decided on this. So what are we going to do here then? Well, because of course I didn't want to destroy the whole place after I just dismissed it as the tree farm because the design didn't work. We now have a working tree farm, but I wanted to use the place for something, and I finally found out one idea. And I need to go back a little bit and show you guys another place where I'm not very happy about the build, so you can sort of get a feeling for what I want to build here. And here we are, just on the edge of the roof of the mansion, and you can see here, I have a village over here where just on the horizon or very far back you can see I have some villages over there. We have a lot of them in that plot, and I have some of them in that plot, I think it is, and maybe one or two in that plot as well. What I haven't talked about much on this series or in this season is the villagers, because I haven't sort of focused on them much. I just gotten the villagers I need at the moment. So, for example, I needed a new, I don't think some enchanted books what's needed for some new tools I needed to make, and I just went out, got the villagers, and then bred them up here, and then I got them to be librarians, and then went through all the cycles to get to the book I needed, traded that, and then went back and just forgot about them. And I'm not very happy about this whole place. I built this village a pretty long time ago, but I still don't like either the feel for it, I don't like how it looks. It was not giving me the vibes I wanted it to have. So I decided to go for something different, and right now I finally found out where I want to put my villagers. We are going to put them inside the basement of the mansion. And yeah, that's not as maybe a happy place as we have here with all of the nice buildings and everything, and on the plains, but I sort of want to get rid of this whole platform thing and the whole village, and maybe build something else over here. And instead I want to put the village over here, where I can either get them to not escape as much, because they have been escaping from the village that I have had, and I also can have them pretty close by, and maybe focus a little bit more on them. So here we are going to make a sort of village inside of here. I have already thought of maybe shutting off these staircases in some way, so we can get the villagers to not go up here and do dumb stuff and go out here, because they are going to find themselves out here if I leave this open. So we need to sort of village-proof this. I need to move all of my villagers inside of here, and we also need to build something so it does look pretty nice, because I don't think the villagers want to live in a dirt hole where we have just dirt floors. So yeah, I'm going to start building a little bit, and then we show you the progress when I have gotten to that part. So, right now, the next progress update, and much has happened inside our basement area here. I have all of the houses ready and completely done, on the outside at least, of course, because insides take time. So, right now we have all of these different mushroom houses. As you can see, I went with a very simple design choice and made the same house, same size, except for some parts. You can see the yellow one over there. I also went with having, I think that's one down here that's a bit different in size, but otherwise you have the same sort of base with all of the mushroom stems, and then a different colored roof on top. And then I decided to go for putting in some regular mushrooms so we get a little bit of a feeling for it. Right now I'm waiting for the mycelium to actually spread, and I need to place mycelium inside of some of the areas here where I've made pathways so everything can spread. And then I want to decide if I want to put in some trees here or maybe not. That's the next decision to be making inside of here. But I'm really liking the whole area and how I went about it. Recently I put in this lamppost here to get the lightning to go out, because before I had just torches on the ground. That doesn't look very nice, and I had all sorts of mobs spawning as well because they were spawning on top of some of the roofs here. So right now everything is spawn proofed with lights, and then we have a little bit of these other ones. We have shroom lights inside of here where, shroom lights. Are they? Yeah, frog lights, shroom lights. That's the wrong name on them. The frog lights to get the last bit of lighting into the corners, or for example, some of the areas where the other lights didn't get down to. And I really like walking down these pathways that I made here. I went with the cherry woods because I thought that that would make the most sense according to the mycelium here, which I find to be very nice together for some reason. Even though mycelium does look very bad most of the time, this time it works well with this sort of theme. The middle of the village has a big fountain here that I made, and I think that it works. It's a little bit wonky since I have just one water here, but then two, so I don't really know if I like it or not at the moment. Maybe I'm going to tweak it a little bit later on, but right now we have this placed here. And after this, we have to make some more things inside of here. Of course, I have to get the villagers inside of here. I also want to build up some wheat fields or potato fields, some fields of food sources at least, because I don't have villager for each and every one of the houses. I also need to decorate all of the houses. We need beds inside of them, and also to determine where each and every one of the workstations are going to go, because I have a system for what I want inside of here. So yeah, I think that's all of the things that has happened so far inside of here, and what we need to do. We need to get villagers, and we need to get the interiors done, of course, and then wait for all of the mycelium to spread. After that, I think we're actually done in here, so I'm going to take a short break once more, and we'll see each other once I've updated a little bit more of the village. Okay, so not much have changed, but we have a little bit more of movement inside the village, since the villagers are right now inside. And as you can see here, we have pretty much of them all around and spread. I still haven't gotten all of the villagers inside of here because they... I don't know even is it that they... Oh, Iron Golem bathing in the fountain. Okay, so back here, I don't know if the villagers don't recognize the whole bed area that we have in each and every one of the houses as a village or anything like that. I think I moved around the bell a couple of times now to try and cover the whole village area, so we can get all of the villagers in one sort of spot and everything like that. But I don't know. I haven't spent much time in here, if I'm honest, because I haven't had the need for. It was just, I think it was around a week ago from this recording time that I actually just went down here to get myself some easy XP because I didn't want to go to the end. So just gone down here and traded with my librarians to get the glass trade, and then going back and trading that glass back. That's because we have some of the crafting stations here, and crafting those back to these guys, the cartographers. And when you get converted into glass paints, we get the cartographer, and it's a pretty easy emerald making journey that we can have here. Right now though, this guy have upped his prices because I have traded a little bit too much glass to this guy. And that's going to be the unfortunate future inside the village, because I'm not going to try and zombify them or trying to convert them and doing that whole spiel. It's mostly I think it's good because we can use it, but I also need to get used to, in case Mojang actually changes the villagers to what the new snapshots have been showing us, with changing up so villagers don't stack when you convert them, the zombie effect only works once, and then they won't change their prices, so we can get, for example, 1 emerald for 1 bookshelves. So that's what we want to avoid. So I'm trying to get used to that, in case they are actually putting the new villager mechanics inside of here. I have tried out the snapshots a little bit just to get a feel for it, and both good and bad. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but yeah, that's maybe in the future for the game. So maybe getting used to it right now is pretty good. But right now we have all of the stuff. The villagers are mostly here for making ease of use. I want to get mostly the librarians who can stock up my library in the base and that sort of thing, and then have easy access to XP and maybe some of the items that are relatively exclusive to villagers, that are not that easy to find out in the world. Something like that. So that's our village. We have all of them occupied right now, and they are working on getting each and every one of the houses inside here, and I think it's working. They have since I put all of the villagers in here, I have put or gotten a lot of more villagers, since our farmers have been working on getting the wheat to grow here. It goes very slowly because I'm not at the base at the moment working on other projects, so it's not working that great. But we hope hopefully it will go and become self-sustained in the future. So with that, we have the village working, and I'm really happy about the layout and everything like that. I know that I've talked about before to not have free roaming villagers, and usually I go for the more cell variants where you have just 1 block space for them that they can walk around in, or not walk around in, you should say. But right now, since I'm not that dependent on the villagers right now, because I have all of the things I need from them, maybe it's going to work out very fine, because I don't need to be here down a lot. So we'll see. And that's everything though for this actual episode. I'm going to turn over to you guys, and we can get the village in the background. I think I really love the sort of darkness that we have going on, together with the small light features that are everywhere in here. It gets it looks like it's always evening or nighttime in here. I really love it. But yeah, back to you guys. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. More is coming in the future, and if you don't want to miss that, I hope you subscribe so those episodes get into your notifications and everything like that. And if you don't subscribe, maybe leave a like, maybe leave a comment and tell me what you liked about the episode instead. We'll see each other. Goodbye.